So the right one is fundamentally the same for a few things, but there's like a lot of difference with this one, and you have to be more careful with some of the things. But for starters, it has the same 4 Y-head screws in the back that you have to get out. And then once you get those out, once again you have to get like a nail under there, pry it open somehow. Oh, well. The normal motor got stuck on the top part. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Same thing almost, but like, so there's still some difference here. Obviously, battery, want to pull out as soon as possible. Come on. Oh, also, this little antenna here, move out of the way so that way it doesn't get damaged. There we go. These things really get stuck on there. Like, the adhesive for these batteries is actually really good. There, pop that off. Once again, be very careful with pulling the battery off. Just click off, set that aside. Now, like I said, this is both the same and different. This one has a little antenna. I don't know what exactly this antenna is for, but it's one of those little circular connections that are found like cell phones and whatnot. So you're just gonna slide that up and pop it off. Came off really easily. And we're going to so this part has this battery cover has 3 screws holding it in as well. One right here, one down there, and one right there. Don't forget to switch to your Phillips head if you have like one that has interchangeable heads like mine. I have to be very careful because you slide this one up and it has a ribbon cable right in there, so you don't want to just like yank that out. Just going to pop this up. And there we go. Then we're down to here. Once again, we're gonna switch over the rail with the new one straight away. Save some time. So pop you out. Slide you out. Take the rail, same things, has a little Phillips head screwdriver holding it in place. And the button as well is one that's will only go in one way. Like so. Take the rail. Pop it back into place. Take the little screw. And screw it back into place. You know what, in all honesty, I really don't need to switch this. Nah, oh well. If I put it on there. Let's see how much that looks. How weird that would look if I just left it on there. With the black. Not too bad, I guess. But now I'll switch it out. I was just debating on whether or not I wanted to switch the take all the time again to try to get this out. But for the purpose, we'll get it out again. So yeah, once again, we're going to get these little tabs free on the back of it, right here. That go on these. Alright, there we go. Where'd the one spring go? It's a good thing this kit came with extra springs and everything. Oh, no, there it is. It got stuck in the thing. Thank you, adhesive. Alright, set those aside. The thing, and then same thing. Unscrew you, stick you directly into the other one, pop that back in. Now we'll take these two springs, set them in these. Wish my fingers won't get stuck to my fingers while I'm doing this. Into these little divots, like so, and button. Just line those up. Then pop that back into place. There we go. Nice little clicking, and that's all done. Set that aside. Down to here. I'm just going to slide this off right quick. Set that aside. Next, we're going to get the thumbstick out, which pop that up again, slide this out. I said slide this out. And it has two screws holding this in, one right here, one right here. Oop. Set you down. Can get back to those really quick. Set you down, and once again just push up in the bottom, slide you right out, and set you aside. This one's actually a special one because it has the amiibo sensor in it. Maybe that's this little thing I'm about to show you. Anyway, now you may think, oh yeah, we can just take the motherboard out. Well, we could. It has two screws holding it in, but has two ribbon cables that are actually still attached to it. So, just take these out really quick. And then we'll take U. Lift these up. Just going to take this and just like wiggle it slightly. Oh. Something fell off and I was trying to figure out what it was. The frickin' bun cover fell out. Anyway, since this thing already popped up, we just like pull it up and just should just slide right out. The little one did, and there we go. I'll set that motherboard aside. Now we're down to here. Once again, these buttons, they just have the same membranes. All those. Here's the home button one. And then last but not least, this one, I think this is actually the amiibo sensor. I don't know, but anyway, trying to get that off there. That's stuck on there pretty well. There we go. Set that aside. And the final thing we have to get off here is this infrared sensor on the very bottom. Which it's just stuck into place, so be very gentle when pulling it out. And there we go. Okay, I lied. The last final thing is this little thumbstick thing. Just pull you out carefully, and there we go. Alright. So, set that thumbstick protector in. You can barely see it, but it's there. And we'll take the buttons. These ones like only go in one way as well. Membrane in. Plus button. Kind of tricky to do with just your hands. Put that in. So, little home key. How is this going to look with the original? That looks okay. And there we go. Now the thing with the right Joy-Con is that if you screw the motherboard in too tight, the buttons won't press correctly. So you have to be careful when you're doing that, or when you screw it in. So we're going to be double checking it every single time after we put it in there. So I'm going to take U. Actually, I lied. What we're going to do first is actually connect these ribbon cables, and then we'll set it into place. Why? Because trying to connect them back while it's already set into place is really hard to do. All right. Take you. Set you down. Set you into place. Hopefully. There we go. And then we'll put the rumble motor back in. There. So. Now we're not going to tighten it down too bad. There we go. Made a little oopsie, had to fix that. I didn't set the plus sign in, the plus sign membrane in correctly. And once that's tightened down, will it still click? Yes, it will. So once I tighten this down, that will click perfectly. Alright. Thumbstick time. Set you right in there. Just pop that into place. All that. Everything's still clicky, which is good. Same thing with the other side. Slides into the thing. Just set that down. There you are. Battery. Compartment. I'm going to sneeze. 1 second. So we're going to get that ribbon cable in there correctly. Take you off because I don't need you right now. I'll put that back on later. This ribbon cable is the hardest one right here to get in. Okay. Extremely hard to do. Alright, next couple things you gotta put in. These ribbon cables right here. Just boopity boop some of these up. Boom. Okay. Now I'll set you down before we put that in there. Take you. There we go. Slide that in. Slide you back over there. So you click, and then we'll, if you'll remember correctly, 3 screws that hold it into place. One right here. But once again, we have to be careful and don't make sure it's not too tight, because things tend to like to get screwy. Button still press, which is good. And the last one goes all the way to the very bottom. And before we put the battery on, make sure you get this antenna back on. Very carefully. So hard to do. It's nice. So click, it just sits on, it just goes over here and sits this little slot right next to where the battery goes in. And then finally, the battery goes in like so. So slide you on there, take you. Slide you all back into place. Battery connected correctly, good. And once again, we will put it partially screwed back in just in case I mess something up. Perfect. All right, let's see if it still connects through the rail. It does. Nice. Nice. All right. See, the control stick still works. Left, right, up, down. Good. Input device. Let's see. Uh-oh. So those work, so I need to make sure I need to reattach this one, but yep. So everything is working but a ZR. But that's just I probably didn't place the ribbon cable. Well, that's easy fix. That's an easy fix. But there we go. That's basically how you do a replacement. What's it called? This replacement, whatever it's called. Freaking case replacement, I guess, on Joy-Cons. And I think it looks pretty cool. It's kind of cool, at least. So yeah, I'm going to have to take this apart, reattach that cable, and yeah. So that's it. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to let me know. If not, that's alright. I still enjoy making these videos, but I'll see everyone in the next video of what I do. Bye, guys.